am proud of what you see before you, little viewers. I'm calling it my mana fountain, and it is effective. So last time I was playing around with using these thermalilies and some formation planes and etc, etc, and I believe we left off with just 3 and 2 layers of thermalilies, and discovered that basically a single mana spreader can only really handle 8 thermalilies. So thermalilies have about one up and down. So I had a dozen extra floating thermalilies, and I had a burning desire to get a whole lot of Terrasteel. So I have expanded it substantially, loyal viewers. I made another dozen floating thermalilies, and I expanded the lava stuff up just once more. And then of course I made 3 more, well, more than 3 more mana spreaders, but we'll get to those. I had to move the mana pool forward just a little bit to be able to get everything aimed into it. So what we have here, we have 48 thermalilies being channeled through 6 mana spreaders, going into this pool here, which has 4 mana spreaders aiming them up into this mana distributor. And that distributor has 3 pools next to it, so it will evenly distribute all the mana it gets into those 3 pools. And then from those 3 pools, I have another mana spreader moving them out onto 3 more mana distributors, which each have 4 pools around them. And then on top of each of those pools, I have a spark. And the reason I have a spark on top of all of them is because I can do stuff like make Terrasteel in the blink of an eye. Let's see this for a second. Bloop, bloop. Let's turn off our magnet first. That'd probably help, huh? Alright, so there is one other thing I'm going to be doing. We're going to be looking at some other fun mana stuff. So let's throw down diamond, ingot, thing. Look at that. Beep, beep, beep. I should have enough for at least 6. Doop, doop. Ah, yeah, look at that. See, now it's going a little bit slower because the front 4 pools are empty. But I still have enough for a bit more. Let's see, how many more can we get? Look at all those particles going into them. Isn't it nice? Alright, I should have enough for at least... Whoop. Did it wrong. Boop, boop, and boop. Alright. Ring. Oh, there we go. And... one more? Yeah, there should be enough in there for 1 more. Hopefully. There we go. Can we manage to make 1 more? Let's check on our pools. That's got about a third. That's got about a third. That's got nothing. That's got a little bit. Yep, I should have just enough for 1 more bit of Terrasteel. Bloop and bloop. There we go. And nailed it. Alright, how are we doing over here now? Yep, that's all the stuff I have room for today, at least on that. So, while it's raining, let's go ahead and put some stuff away, put you guys away. And I have been making tons of Terrasteel, though, viewers. I actually had the thunder. I actually had the first setup going for most of the day, and then decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go ham, and so I have. But we're gonna do a little bit more mana manipulation, because something I haven't played around with, but at least not in survival mode, is mana lenses. And you can use them for some interesting stuff. M-A-N-A. So there's a bunch of different mana lenses you can do. You've got velocity, potency, resistance. I'll go over what they actually do in a moment. But first, we need to actually make a mana lens. And you can use glass or glass panes. I have some glass panes, so I might as well use them. 1, 2... Oh, do they not stack? They don't stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, I'm going to be making 6 mana lenses. So, I want to do velocity. This makes your mana bursts travel faster, but they also carry less mana. So, I'll just put the runes of... And they just take a rune of air with your mana lens. So you get 1, 2, and 3. And then the other one I want requires the rune of fire, and that is potency. And that makes it carry twice as much mana, but it goes a little bit slower. And if you have it aimed for too far away, it'll start losing mana really quickly. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now then, I'm going to be putting these on my spreaders that are aiming into the mana distributors. But you cannot put 2 lenses on one thing unless you use a slime ball. This is how you make a composite mana lens. This is potency and velocity. And it ends up being, I think, the same speed as a normal one, but it carries 50% more mana in it. So it's really nice. I've played around with using them in creative mode, trying to figure out how they actually work. Kind of like magnets, you know. How do they work? I think we all know the meme. Alright, so there's those. Let's go back to the Guardia Forest. Oonts, 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 dancing in the rain. Alright, so going over to these guys. And I want to take a look at these. Alright, so it looks like these guys can actually keep up, but I'm going to do it anyway because why not? Put that there. And there you go, they see they actually sit on top of the things, which I think is really cool. So now I have those guys going, and oh, I love that production, little viewers. Look at all that production. I probably have enough mana already to make another Terrasteel ingot, but I'm not gonna. Yes, with this system here, I now have a 16 pool buffer, which is huge, because one of the reasons why I started to want to do this was having just the 3. I was needing to come back pretty regularly to make the Terrasteel, or else I'd start wasting lava and mana. Also, this guy over here has been doing his thing. He is almost full, actually. And that reminds me of something else I'm going to be doing, little viewers. I've been using this little mana tablet to keep all of our stuff repaired and keep whatever I want fueled with mana. Because that plus our little greater band of aura is how we are making our mana. But do better. Let's head back to take that, thunder. Alright, so I'm going to show you the mana mirror. And I was Steve there for a second because, as always, I am having internet issues. Alright, so I want to make a mana mirror. Where are they hiding it? Let's just look up mirror. There we are. This guy. So we need a Terrasteel, a mana pearl, a living rock, a living wood twig, and a mana tablet. Alright, I believe we have everything there. So grab one of those, grab one of those, grab one of those. Living wood should be in the thing, living rock should be in the thing. Alright, let's try to make this. So, this guy. Twig, check. let's actually use our actual mana tablet. So that, get those off of there. This guy, that guy, and a living rock. Bing. Looks like it has to be an empty mana tablet. Well, okay, we'll go ahead and make a new one then. Is it a pearl or is it a diamond? It is a pearl. Click. Yep, it wants an empty mana tablet. So, we'll do the mana tablet with a diamond. Bing. That goes there. The rest of the stuff went away. There we are. Mana mirror. So this, you can link it to a mana pool, and it will fill your stuff up from that pool. And you can see right now we're going slow because we don't have any actual mana on us, because our Sojourner Sash wants to use mana. So we'll slowly go over here to the Guardian Forest. So slow. Alright. So I'm going to link the mirror to this pool over here and see if, barring rain, because these guys don't produce any mana in the rain, see if these guys can keep not only my Sojourner Sash going. I think I just do... Yep, there we go. Alright. So... Yep, we're moving nice and quickly again. Awesome. So yeah, that was that. But I want to see if it can handle not just the Sojourner Sash. I want to know if it can handle our little Tainted Blood Pendant. You remember this thing? Our thing that gives us resistance too? Because if it can, I'll probably use that instead of the little artifacts thing that gives me a little bit more health boost. Because, you know, health boost is cool, but I think resistance would be cooler. And regeneration 2 would be even more cool. Alright, so I'm going to cut here for a second, loyal viewers, and see about dealing with this rain, and see what else we're going to do. Because I'm not quite sure what else we're going to do right now. So I'll be back in a moment. And I am back, loyal viewers, and particularly attentive viewers will notice that I have more I have a bunch of Enderman spawn spam going on down in the corner there, because I was once again goofing around in on my creative plot and then forgot to go back to normal when I came back here. So now I have those going, and also I'm going to need to change this here because some of those Endermen will be, I think it's infested or tainted, and they'll make little taint tendrils or taint bubbles, and I actually noticed that I was losing power. So I came over here to see what was going on, and I had no Eyes of Ender in my little drawer here, because a little taint tendril had gotten into the filter there, and I don't have a way to deal with that in this thing here. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is try to get myself an inverted filter and have it just throw everything that is not the stuff that I actually want, just throw everything else into the trash can. But now it's going, and there we go. Now my Eyes of Enders are building back up. And I've also, I don't remember if I showed you guys, but I went ahead and moved my lava generator over here, and he's showing 0, well, he should be at 0 power too because I was losing energy, but he should be, ugh, my frames. Oh, he's getting a little bit of lava coming in. I wonder why it's not doing thing. Let's whoosh. Alright, there we go. Now we're working a little bit better. Well, it would appear that this little guy here is not pumping lava into that guy fast enough. So, okay, note to self, pick up a stack upgrade for this guy. And this world, this dimension always seems to give me a headache in my frames. It also might be because I, shortly after I stopped recording last time, I crashed. Which is why I think I was actually in my actual skin, but now I'm a Steve. Anyway, I mentioned wanting to know if I had enough mana to be able to run around with my protection pendant, or even like say a regeneration pendant. Well, there is a way to see. Make sure, yep. Alright, it is called a mana star. And you can set it up next to a mana pool, and it will tell you if you're making a profit on mana or not. So, whoosh. So let's experiment around with it a little bit then, shall we? Loading. There we go. Alright. Oh, load in. Load the stuff. There we go. Whee! Get a little bit of frames as things load in. How are we looking over here? A little bit laggy as things load in. Alright. How are we doing? Oh yeah, we probably have enough to make another 2 Terrasteel. But not yet. I'll probably make and enchant my Terrasteel armor off camera. I don't know. It can be hard to tell. So, I need some petals. What all do I need? This up here is the mana star. It is not made like that. It is made like this. A light blue mana petal, a green mana petal, a red mana petal, and a cyan. So, light blue, cyan, red, and green. Open up our little bag. Light blue, cyan, red, and green. There we are. Alright, so turn these guys into petals, and then we'll turn some of these petals into mana petals, and then we'll throw it all in the petal apothecary and see if we get, and we will see how we are doing over here. Well, it looks like at least right now we're making a surplus, so let's go ahead and pull out the let's go ahead and equip the blood pendant right now and see if it can keep up. Since it looks like it's just about full of stuff right now anyway. Bloop, there we go. And there we go, we got our little bubbles going on. Alright, so yep, that's off. Go ahead and stand on our pool. Woo. There we go. And toss one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those. Very good. Come over here to our apothecary. Do I have any water in it? Of course not. Of course not, loyal viewers. That would require me thinking ahead. Doot doot the bucket. A doot 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 doot. Another bucket. In there. Very good. Now then, good, we do have our resistance on. Let's go ahead and aim over here, and we will throw away that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then go into our handy dandy golden bag of holding and throw one of those. There we go, there's our mana star. And let's go ahead and put our extra water bucket in the thing. There. Now then, alright, I think, because I know it's supposed to be green if you're making a surplus and red if you're not. The particles are showing red and a little bit of blue. I might need to turn particles up. Let's take a look at our Lexica Botania and make sure we know what we're doing. It is in basics. I think it's in basics. Nope. Is it under mana manipulation? There you are. Wander the forest. Shines red if there's loss, or blue if there's profit. The measurements happens every few seconds. Alright, so well, it's giving me some red and some blue. Let's mess around with our particles are on all. Does it still show them if I put it on minimal? Nope. Not a little bit. Alright, so it seems to think that I am losing mana on this deal at the moment. But considering the pool is just about full, I'm gonna just leave it there for now. Alright. Oh, I love this stuff over here. Alright, and it looks like everything that needed loaded got loaded. So that's nice. Alright, so what else are we gonna do? I think we're gonna go ahead and end this episode by showing you an alternate method of getting a soul shard. Because I showed the combining Mind Factory Reloaded with it, which is a really good way of doing it, but it is not the only way of doing it. Though this method I'm about to show you, it does require, it will only work for certain monsters, only for certain mobs, because you can feed your soul shard spawners, and it will only actually give you souls for whatever flavor of mob is in the spawner. So I need some endstone. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I need some netherrack. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. I need a glowstone. There we go. And I need a diamond. There we go. And make sure that I have the correct sword in my pocket. There you are. Just because I'm not sure if I have to actually mark it before it'll work. Let's throw some of this stuff in here away. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that or that. The rest of the stuff should probably go in my pouch. Bucket, bucket. That thing, this thing, that thing, and those should go in the what's it too. Alright, that'll work for now. Where should we put this? Let's put it over where we had all of our lava and stuff. Bloop. This probably should. No, I have the magnum torch going. That's why there's no mobs down here. Alright, so glowstone, endstone, boop, 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 and boop, and give me my thing. Bam. I should probably turn my my whatchamacallit back on. Wee lag. Sickly Enderman. Do, and do. There we are. And then, just like last time, boom. Oh, did I build it wrong? I might have built it wrong. Yep, it's not going anywhere, so I must have built it backwards. I must have built it backwards. Doesn't really surprise me. Alright, so netherrack in the middle, endstone on the outside. Pretty sure I've got some endstone in my pocket. Do I have it in there? No. Do I have it in here? Yes. There we are. Ding. There, and there. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we have our soul shard. Alright, so I'm going to use this on my blazes. Yep, the time has come to eat the blazes. Rawr. Oh, was it a fancy blaze? I don't know. Alright, so anyway, this thing is now set for blazes. We can do like that. Like that. Give it. There we go. Give me that one and that one there. And it should be a full soul shard now. Why is this thing not killing these blazes in one shot? It really should be. And alright, those are all dead. And it gives you less souls than I thought it did. I thought it gave you 250. Looks like it gives you about 200 when you use it to eat the spawners. So basically, if you get 5 spawners, you have a full soul shard. And of course, to do that, you're going to need a you'll need to have a whole bunch of spawners, so you can only do it on things that actually have spawners. Now I have seen there are different mods they're not actually in this pack, but there are mods to be able to to be able to have spawners for a bunch of different stuff. Like I think the Ruins mod usually has witch spawners under the stone hinges. There is the roguelike dungeons, which adds in Enderman spawners and creeper spawners, which are just tons of fun on their own, little viewers. And then what else? You can't. I think, I'm not certain, but I think that if you use a wither skeleton shard on a regular skeleton spawner, I think it'll eat the spawner. I think you might have to take it into the nether. I don't know. But I think that's going to do it for this time, little viewers. What have we done? Well, we've played around with some mana manipulation and showed how to another way of getting your soul shards up and going. I also got beat up a little bit. So, and I think next time we might play around with some food, or we might play around with some power, or we might play around with both. But that'll do it for this episode, little viewers. So until next time, I shall catch you on the flip side. Laters.